Hello everyone, this is Fantasy-esque, and welcome back to Season 3 of Vampyre Clan in ClanGen. When we left off, an exciting litter of vampire kittens was born in the ruins, and the festivities continued with a thrilling blood feast when Fornest discovered a queen and her newborns in the mountains. It is now moon 144, in the first turn of New Leaf. Let's see what happens next. Let's head into our main events. But actually, before we do this, I want to straight away take a look at our pretty kittens. So here we go, guys. We have Shine Kit, Fire Kit, and Cloudy Kit. And I'm kind of surprised that they didn't turn out as vibrant as Wish Kit. They actually stayed very much like they were as newborns. But we have Shine Kit over here, who has actually changed her personality to self-conscious. She's gone from being a bossy little girl to a self-conscious little girl. And this is exactly why I'm glad we keep track of the traits, because I am able to then look back, especially when we have a lot of cats, to then be like, oh, this is how they were, and this is how their personality has changed. But yes, and she likes constantly climbing. She looks very much like her father, I think. She's probably going to age up to be very, very close to Sunny Quiver's appearance. Fire Kit has retained her personality of being a daydreamer, and she never sits still, but she has a very peachy look to her. And then Cloudy Kit is a know-it-all, has retained her traits, and also never sits still, but she has also retained a bit of a peachy sort of look to her pelt. So that's kind of interesting. I'm excited to see how they're going to look as they get older, but they have a softer sort of tone to Wish Kit. If I had to pick right now my favorite from the kittens, I mean, this could change as they get older. I think Cloudy Kit maybe, because she looks so unique in her litter. I do like her a lot. And from the previous litter, I think Wish Kit for now is my favorite. Again, this could change as they get older, but I do like Wish Kit and Cloudy Kit a lot. Okay, let's go back to main events. Grandmaster Bluestar has gotten a stomachache. Sunnytail is seen touching noses with one of the initiate cats, Fauna, who we have come across before. Ibis Freckle feels much better, her soreness is gone, and then Springtrail finds a cat who wants to join Initiate Clan, and the rogue decides to take on a more clan-like name and is actually called Sagebright. So this is one of the cats that we brought into Initiate Clan. A young adult female with sage eyes, single color pelt, oblivious, has omen sense, and is clever. This is great because I'm pretty sure after we brought Springtrail into Vampyre Clan, like we elevated her to Vampire, I don't think we had any female initiates left. So I think this is good. Although I don't know if we'll need it because, as you guys can see, our current situation, we have a ton of she-cats. A ton of she-cat kittens. She-kittens, I suppose? She-kits? Okay, and then we have this notice of the blood feast that happened. So much grief and death has taken its toll on the cats of Vampyre Clan. Springtrail is particularly shaken by it. This actually makes a whole lot of sense because even though Springtrail is a vampire right now, she was not born a vampire. She was transformed into a vampire, and from the outside looking in, the vampires must seem just so fascinating and, tempting. But now that she's a vampire herself, I think a part of her is actually horrified, especially being like a mother who has kittens. I think she's kind of horrified at the reality of what being a vampire is like. Onto our medicine cat den. We have no hurt or sick cats in the den. Out of the den, Brown Ice is recovering from her birth. In terms of minor injuries, Bluestar has stomachache, and Springtrail, yes, is in shock apparently. Medicine Den log, Ibis Freckle is feeling better. Brown Ice was given oak leaves as treatment for recovering from birth. Fornest gathered horsetail, mallow, dandelion, and tansy this moon. Let's take a look at our relationship events. Fire Kit helps Grandmaster Bluestar get a thorn out of her paw. Grandmaster Bluestar, Eagle Dawn, and Fornest had a nice talk while eating. Grandmaster Bluestar suspects that Wish Kit gets special treatment. Quiet Flight and Doe Kit work together to lead a scary bug out of the camp. Despite passing disagreements, Brown Ice is kind to Quiet Flight in passing. Sunnytail has noticed Eagle Dawn isn't doing a lot of work lately. You know what? I have been noticing from the last episode that Sunnytail doesn't really like Eagle Dawn. I think he's cheesed off that Eagle Dawn wasn't scarred. He was like daydreaming about vampire hunters scarring Eagle Dawn, and now he's like, oh, Eagle Dawn's not doing a lot of work. I think he just has it out for Eagle Dawn. Sunnytail acknowledges Doe Kit with a twitch of his whiskers. Master Ibis Freckle thinks Sunny Quiver was nice to her today. Master Ibis Freckle reveals something to Sunny Quiver. Apparently Sunny Quiver can relate. Full Nest thinks Grandmaster Bluestar has a strange sense of humor. Full Nest nods politely as Brown Ice passes by. Bloomrise is glad to have a clanmate like Coyote Thrift. Bloomrise and Sunny Quiver sunbathe together. Eagle Dawn is asking Bloomrise interesting questions. Eagle Dawn saw Fire Kit being considerate. Despite past disagreements, Eagle Dawn is kind to his mate Springtrail in passing, which is good. Springtrail didn't expect an apology from Bloomrise, but accepted it regardless. Fire Kit offers Sage Bright some feathers as a welcome gift that she can use to decorate her new nest. I suppose a lot of the cats were excited by Sage Bright joining Initiate Clan because Cloudy Kit was welcoming her. Wish Kit was giving her some tips for building nests, even though Wish Kit is a kitten of a few months old. Sunny Quiver is grateful for something Bloomrise did. Sunny Quiver and Doe Kit are assigned the same task. Coyote Thrift always brings food to Sunnytail so he doesn't have to walk to the fresh kill pile. Brown Ice accuses Springtrail of stealing something. Wish Kit and Brown Ice keep trying to figure out what a bad smell in camp is. Doe Kit and Brown Ice plan all their days together. Shine Kit notices Wish Kit doing something generous. The whole clan notices how close Fire Kit and Sunnytail are lately, and then Cloudy Kit and Full Nest splash each other in a puddle, but it doesn't look playful. Onto our cat list. Let's see what the cats are up to today. Grandmaster Bluestar saw some kitty pets playing with colorful moss balls. Ibis Freckle is feeling peckish. Full Nest is upset Bloomrise said he was wrong during an argument. Bloomrise envies the master's position, but this is not good. Bloomrise and Full Nest, now that they're in politics, are starting to have disagreements. Eagle Dawn is soaking in the new leaf warmth. Sunny Quiver is looking forward to finding more prey as the snow melts. Coyote Thrift is conducting a rather rigorous training session for the younger warriors, of which there is his sister, and that's it. And his sister is recovering from birth. So Coyote Thrift, maybe go a little bit easy on her. Maybe now's not the time. It could be that he's having a training session with the kittens, like that would be so cute. Brown Ice is having a nice conversation with the cats guarding camp. Quiet Flight is training her balance with Eagle Dawn. Springtrail spent last night stressing over possible disasters. Sunnytail won't stop pulling pranks. Wish Kit wants to guard the nursery. Doe Kit has taken up the role of guarding the fresh kill pile from cats wanting an extra piece and is taking her job very seriously. Shine Kit is watching Brown Ice work. Fire Kit is being a bit ill, or feeling a bit ill. And Cloudy Kit wants to visit the elders to hear a story. Onto our patrols, we currently have 39.5 prey and we need 27.5, so we don't have to worry about food just yet. Full Nest, let's go out and try not to do a blood feast this time. With New Leaf bringing ragwort back on the medicinal menu, Full Nest heads out to find where the silly plants have decided to sprout this year. Proceed. In New Leaf, with most ragwort plants still flowerless, they are a little more bearable to harvest. The foul scent of their petals not yet mudding the air and don't completely overpower the burdock plant sitting next to them. Burdock and ragwort were gathered. Okay, we'll send out our patrol of 5. So we have Master Ibis Freckle, Eagle Dawn, Sunny Quiver, Grandmaster Bluestar, and Coyote Thrift. Grandmaster Bluestar heads out with a group of her clanmates to go train. Proceed. Well, they sure do train, but Grandmaster Bluestar doesn't feel like she actually got any quality time with her clanmates, which is a bit of a disappointment. Okay, so everything was pretty low-key. Pretty low-key. And that's all we have for this episode. The clan's precious little kittens continue to grow, leading the vampires to a time of unprecedented prosperity. It seems as though Blue Star's guidance and insistence on peace was the right move all along. With that said and done, I'm going to leave off here. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed, and I will see you all next time. Bye-bye.